Well, welcome to this week's Bushel Up. Still in the office, although I should be outside. Yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. What a difference a week can make. It felt like it was almost shorts weather. I did see a few shorts at the basketball game I was at last night, and my legs are still pretty white. So we'll hold up on that thought for a little while here. But definitely seeing an uptick in activity. You know, everybody's starting to maybe break that hibernation mode. Hopefully we're through the worst of winter. You're probably coming out of survival mode if you have livestock last week. Definitely appreciate you livestock people and the work you put in last week. I know talking to a couple of you, it wasn't a real fun week. But hopefully we're seeing a turn and then we start building momentum towards spring here. So wanted to talk about a couple things. Obviously with the snow and a little bit of moisture, we want to be careful not to go out and till too early. Make sure your soil conditions are right if you do any spring tillage, whether it be discing, strip till. You know, the whole idea of strip till is to get a nice, warm, good seed to soil bed there. And so we don't want to clod that up by hitting the fields too early before they're completely thawed and ready. We still have a little time. I know sometimes when the sun comes out, we want to get in a tractor and just get out of the office, get away, and get some therapy in the field. But we want to be sure we're right on that. With that, we're about 15 days away from when we start seeing some of the burn down and soybean pre-emerges on. So just be getting those kind of scheduled. Be thinking ahead. You know, we want to hit those windows if we can. Especially if you're considering planting soybeans early. We see the yield benefits to that continue to show up. A lot more momentum around a little earlier planting dates on soybeans. Emergence isn't as critical on the uniformity, whereas we realize how important that is with corn. So we'll plant soybeans ahead of corn. But if you're putting pre-emerge out there, we want to make sure that's on 7 to 14 days ahead of time so that gets incorporated. We get too close to that planting window or right after that planting window, we get a moisture event, we can create some problems. So avoid that risk. We don't want to be taking a lot of risk going into this year. And with that being said, if you haven't been in and discussed your fertilizer needs, all you got to do is read the headlines. There's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going on, you know, with tariffs, war with Ukraine and imports. A lot of chatter out there. There's a lot of volatility in fertilizer markets right now. So be looking at what you do with your grain marketing strategy. We have some grain marketing meetings coming up here the next 2 days with Brian Burke. Check those out on our website. Also be aware of locking in your fertilizer needs or at least having a strategy of what you're going to do there, because it's hard telling what's going to happen. I think every day is a new page, a new chapter right now with what's going on in the world economy. And so be on top of that, please. If you put that off, that's a discussion you probably should be having right now. Also, it helps get orders on the books and get a plan for getting this activity going once the fields dry out. So with that, wish everybody another safe week. Hope you enjoy this weather. Hopefully it'll stick around for a little bit here. And we can start thinking about anticipating planting. Could be 45 days away, maybe even less. We'll see. But we'll definitely be gearing up our planter. We've got a few more modifications to make and getting it put together right now as well. So keep on those planters, be ready to hit the fields and make a plan. We'll talk to you later.